Hello students, we are now starting with the second unit, that is functions of the management. Previous units we discussed about the basics of the project management and finance. Now we will move towards the second unit, that is functions of the management. In this particular unit, what we are discussing here, what exactly this management. We are knowing that we are many times we are coming across these words and what exactly management means and what is the role of the manager or what are the roles of the this which we are having. We will discuss about this. The organization, regardless of the business models or industry, depends upon the capable managers to achieve the goals, earn the profits, and maintain the consistency in operations. Means all these things will be depends upon the how capable is your manager, how it is planning, and how it is executing the things so they can get their desired goals. Professional in the leadership positions who have a firm grasp on the functions of the management can better fulfill the responsibilities and deliver the great results for their employees. Means what the everywhere this management is very important. Though we are having the enough enough facilities, enough infrastructures, enough technology, or any enough manpower is also there. But how well we are planned and how we are executing all these things depend upon that. This all these things will be depends. Management is an activity consisting of the process which is mainly concerned with the important task of the goal achievement. To achieve this particular goal, how we are doing this all these things, we will and how we are planning and how we are executing, how we are utilizing the resources. All these things are important. No business enterprise can achieve the objective until all the members of the organizations work in a planned and integrated way. So this is the very important how this all the manpower is integratedly working and how we are getting this all these things. So according to the GR Terry, the management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling performed to determine and accomplish stated objective by the use of the human beings and the other resources. So what this GR Terry is focusing on, there are the different things which we have to do in a management, that is the planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling. And what we are doing all these things to achieve or accomplish the objective which is already stated. And how we are accomplishing by using the human beings and the resources which we are having. So this what all these things will be included in the management. If I want to give this particular introduction about the management, or if I want to, in a technical words, if I want to define these things, management is defined as a procedure of organizing, directing, planning, and controlling the efforts of the organizational members and managing the organizational sources to accomplish a particular goal. In a technical words, this we can may mention it as a definition. Here again, organizing means again it is planning, directing, planning and controlling the all the efforts. Here again we are utilizing the human resources and the resources which we are having to achieve our decided goals. So here flow chart also which is showing here what we are having. This organizing is there. Hmm. Then directing, planning and controlling, and we are what this for this particular things, and staffing is also the one of the step which is included here. And by using these particular things we can manage these resources and all these things, and we are achieving the organization goals or desired goals which is set by the organization. Now we will move towards this first part of this management, that is planning, which is a very important and which basic function of the management, or this is the main function of the management. All the organizations have to make a concrete plan before they start the business or before they start the execute this business. We must have the proper planning. Planning involves, in the planning what we exactly do, we are setting the objective in advance, what exactly the my objectives are there. Then we are also what we are having, we are also setting the goals which is to be achieved within the stipulated time, means whatever the time span in which we have to achieve these particular goals, that we are also having. Various alternatives are formulated in order to achieve the goals. What are the different ways? Means one way is we are having some hurdles, then how we can achieve this by utilizing the other way. This always we have to make the these two plans. One plan, if it is not working, then how we can do the in another way. The best alternative course of action is then select which will help the organization to achieve its objective. Means always we must have the alternate plan, alternate B plan. It is deciding the advance what to do and how to do and when to do and whom to do. Means this planning is nothing but what are the things which we are means what exactly I want to do. Hmm? When how to do means how we have to execute this particular plan, and when to do and whom to do. Means all these things which we have to must be planned, what we are included in this particular planning. Planning is related to the future and is a continuous process. It is not the one time we planned and we can this continuously, because every time there is other different things are coming forwards, and how to tackle with that and how you can achieve these objectives and goals. For that, continuous planning is required. All other functions of the management lies organizing, staffing, then directing or controlling are depending on a plan. How you planned, based on these things, all the other functions of the management are depend. So this planning is very important and basic function of the management. If I want to define the planning, planning is deciding in advance what is to be done. Deciding in advance what is to be done. When when a manager plans, he project a course of action for the future, attempting to achieving a consistent coordinated structure of operation aimed at a desired result. Means indirectly what are the objective which is set for the getting this objective, what this planning is done, uh, the action due course of action is decided for future, and how we can achieve this particular objective and goals, that is decided. That is nothing but the planning. Technical words we can mention in that is. But here, why this planning is very much important, why this planning as a function of the management is very much important. Here we are having some important points. Planning increases efficiency. Automatically, if we are having the proper planning, we can increase our efficiency. We can optimize our resources. We can optimize our human resources also, and which can help us to achieve the objective and goals. And we can obviously reduce the wastage and avoid the duplication of the work. Planning reduces the business related risk. How it is important, see here. Planning helps to forecast the business related risk and also helps to take the necessary precautions to avoid the risk and prepare for the future uncertainties. So if we are having the proper planning, we can do these things in a proper way, and it can obviously reduce the risk. Planning provides the directions. Means if your future plannings are done properly, then what the direction means to give the proper information, accurate instruction and guidance to the subordinate. So they can easily work on these particular things, and they can have this roadmap, or they can have the direction in which directions we have to go, what is are the things which we have to do, and what are the things which we don't have to do. That will be done with the help of this planning. Planning encourages the creativity and innovation. This is the one of the another importance of the planning. Planning helps the managers to express their creativity and innovation, and it brings the satisfaction to the managers and eventually the success to the organization. So if we have the proper planning, whatever the things which we can do and creatively and innovatively, that can be also we can do with the help of this proper planning. Planning helps in a motivation. So we already said that if they are having this subordinate is having the well directions, they are always in a motivated position. They know that what is to be done and what is to be not done. There is no any confusion between these subordinates, and they can do these things. And good plans provide the various financial and non-financial incentive to the both the managers and the employee, which will be always motivating the these employers and subordinates to work hard. Then next importance of this planning is planning helps in a decision making. Means manager makes many different plans. Uh, when they evaluate every course of action and choose the best strategy, so decision making is very easy. And what are the facilities available? What is the human resource which is available? According to that, we can easily make the decisions if we are having the proper planning. Now, next importance of this planning is planning helps to achieve the objective. Ultimately, aim is like that. Whatever the objective which we set for this particular period, to achieve this particular, we are doing the planning. So, if we have the proper planning, we can achieve this objective, and we can have these things. So, every organization has certain targets. That targets can be achieved with the proper planning. Planning helps an organization to achieve their aims by avoiding the overlapping, confusion, and misunderstanding. So this can be done with the help of this proper planning. Planning provides the basics of control. So as I said that it is the next step function is controlling, but planning provide the better controlling. Like that we said that it is a main function. Based on that other functions of the managements are there, but this function is which we are saying here is good. Then we can have the other functions we can properly manage. Planning is the first function of the management. Other functions like the organization, staffing, directing, controlling, etc. are organized for implementing the plans. Planning and controlling both are depending on each other. Planning establishes the standards for the controlling. Means this is the main function. How we better plan, it will be help to the other functions of the management. Therefore, planning is necessary for the effective and efficient functioning for every organization, irrespective of its size, types, or objectives, or whatever the things. So, this planning is a very important functions for the any kind of the organization. Now we move towards the next part, that is what are the different steps or the steps in a planning process. When we are planning anything for the organizations, what are the steps which you have to follow, that we will discuss here. Then first step is what? Establishing the verifiable goals. So first is verifiable goals must be established. It will be depends upon the what is the our resources which is available and what is the time span which we are having. First step in the planning is to determine the enterprise objectives. And I say that what is the objective which we have to define based on our all the things. There are more often set up upper levels of the managers. Means these are the things which will be done by the top level management, and they will decide the objectives and the goals of this for this particular enterprises or the business. Objective may vary from a desired sales volume or growth rate to develop of a new product. It may be depending upon the stage of this business. We are having the different things. If it is a well established stage is there, how we can improve this sale, we can say that. Or if you want in initial stage, in a creative stage is there, if you want to develop the new product, then what these are this like that new product development is the maybe the objective which we are having. Then next step is establishing planning premises. Plans are made to operate in a future. As we already discussed, planning means in future what we are doing. The second step in planning is establishing the planning premises, that is assumptions on the basis of which plans will be ultimately formulated. Means what are the things which we are having, what are the resources, and the premises are very much important here. So planning premises are vital to the success of the planning, as they supply important facts and information related to the future, like population trend, economic condition, production cost, government control. So these are the premises which we are having, and what are these things which we are having. According to that, we have to plan the things. Then next step is deciding the planning period. Planning period is also the important things which you are in based on this particular, because time span is required. What we are want to achieve for that particular things, how much time span which we are having, which we have to see here. The next task is to decide the period of a plan, whether it is yearly plan or plan which is spread over the longer span. That we have to decide. Means short term goal, long term goal, like that we have to decide. Choice of planning period is decided based on the time required in developing the new product, time required to recover the capital investment, length of the commitments already made. Okay, so these are the things which are influencing on the deciding the planning period. Next, we are going to the fourth step, that is finding the alternative source of action. As I already said that always we have to must have this belief plan. So next step in this planning is to search for and examine the alternative course of action. One course of action is decided is okay, but while implementing this course of action, what are this, if there any difficulties are coming, then how we can cope up with that and how we can achieve our objective and plan. For that purpose, we must have some alternative course of action. For X product may be sold directly to the consumer by the company's salesmen or through the exclusive agencies. So like that, one will be the as one example which we are mentioned here. Next, fifth step is evaluating and selecting a course of action. We are already decided now course of actions and all these things, or 2 3 course of actions we are having. From that through to the course of action, which course of actions will be good and which will be give us the better result, that we have to decide by taking this all these things concerns, and this will be our fifth step. Then next is, once we decided the course of action, means plan is decided, implementing the plan, how we are implementing this plan, that is also the one of the steps, important step, that is the sixth step. Best possible course of action has now to be implemented, that is putting the plan into the action, actual execution of the plan. So for this, the manager have to develop the uh, derivative plans for each department. Means each department, means main plan is decided, then we have to segregate this plan, we have to divide this task as a department wise, and a draft version of this particular plan will be discussed with the different departments, and we will also discuss how we are implementing this particular things. Then next is what, seventh step is measuring and controlling the program. The process of controlling is a critical part of the any part. Means what, we planned everything, normally we do like that only, or you can, when we are studying this particular for the exam, then we will plan very good, well before the examinations, 1 week before we will plan that this day I will do this day I will do this, but execution time or controlling time, it is very bad uh, experience which we are facing. And if once we are delaying in with the completing our course, then automatically at the time of the exam, at the end, we will having the very much trouble. So measuring and controlling of the program is very much important. Manager need to check the progress of their plans. Yes, what is the progress of their plans, and that is follow must be taken, so that they can take the remedial actions if the plan is not working as per the schedule, or whatever the changes is required, that we have to do. Here also we are taking the project reviews, can take correlate these things. uh, so what we are doing, first phase is there, we are having the 2 reviews. Now we decided that at the time of the mid sems which we are having the our second phase first review. So every time what we are doing, we are taking the feedback. So what continuous feedback we have to take, based on that feedback we have to decide that whether your project will be completed within time or not. This is one type of the planning only we are having. So this, like this, we have to continuously take a follow up and measure this particular and control the program. So these are the things types which we are having. Now we will in the next lectures we will discuss about the objectives of the plan. Okay, thank you.